It's not too late to come back, right? Hey, it's been a while. A little too long. I wanted to start off this video quickly by saying I'm sorry for my inactivity. A lot of stuff has happened in the past few years, and my creative juices just haven't been coming around to me. I never had time to make things, especially anything I was interested in and passionate about. I worked, and after work, I was left with no motivation or ideas as to what to make, what to do. It was shitty. It was a cycle I didn't like, especially because I always had stuff I had to do, inside and outside of work. It wasn't ideal. I didn't want to stop creating, but nothing interested me. I felt everything I did was useless or not even worthwhile. As of late, though, I've gotten help from my friends, loved ones, and family, and my perspective of how I view creating has changed drastically. I'm a lot more on board and confident in making things not just for other people, but for myself, too. I want to make things that, not just interest others, but things that I like too. I don't want to be someone who just appeases to the current trends or to anything that people are talking about, I just want to make things that I like. Things that I want to show off to everyone and show them how cool it is or how much I enjoy it. Anywho, I'm dragging this out too long. Bottom line, I'm going to create when I can and have the ideas and motivation. I appreciate the audience that I do have that sticks with me, even if it's just a few of you. Because I know my schedule gap is as large as my forehead. I do appreciate it, though. Thank you for those of you that have stuck around after all this time, and I promise, unlike the last 4 videos I made where I kept saying, I'll come back, I mean it. But I can't promise super regular stuff, as I still got stuff I have to do outside of this video. But I'm back. For now. With that being said, you feeling spooky? I love Halloween. I love spooky stuff. I love everything horror, from games to movies, lost media, you name it. I love or will love it. I especially love some good horror movies to watch in these spooky times, so I'm going to show you guys some of the horror films I've watched this month that I've enjoyed for different reasons. Each film, I believe, does something for every type of horror fan. Whether it's cheesy as hell and a total gore fest, or a genuinely scary, mind-boggling experience. The first one I want to talk about is VHS Halloween. I just finished watching this movie, and it's bad. Cheesy bad. Insanely laughable. But I think it does its purpose well. It's like what John Carpenter wanted to make Halloween after the studio execs begged him to bring back Michael Myers for the 80th time. It wasn't about Michael Myers, but about an anthology of spin-offs that would all connect at the end of the day. Unrelated to one kooky dude slashing legs in Fortnite emote. For those of you who don't know, VHS is a franchise that's stretched for a long while, that's taken the form of found footage horror. Before analog horror. It's an anthology that's not at all connected to one another, so you could watch it in any order you like, but admittedly, the older installments focus more on horror and boobs. Lots of boobs. Too many for someone like me to want to put myself through. Again. This one, however, it's kind of a mix of comedy and horror. It's still got elements of horror, which is evident by the intro segment, which atmospherically, beautiful, wonderful. But the creature? It's a giant fucking mom creature with boobs and lots of them. And oh my god. Don't even get me started on this scene in the middle of the movie. It was so bad. I had to pause it and reflect for a few minutes to just watch.
What is your emergency?
I guess we're trick-or-treating and our boyfriends, they just got captured. The address is...
It's bizarre. The VHS franchise has always had sort of a niche, very gory or very particular scenes in them. But seeing as each segment of the movies are directed and written by different people, it kind of makes sense. But this watch made me chuckle, made me scoff, and breathe through my nose at times, especially with some of the special effects. But it wasn't bad. It's the sort of thing you just watch with your friends at Halloween to get spooked on occasion, get grossed out at, or, you know, have a good laugh at unbearably cheesy gore scenes. If you like this stuff, I definitely recommend checking it out, as stuff like this is a dime a dozen, if it's done right. Next one I'd like to mention is Weapons. Wow. This was honestly one of the best horror films I've seen in the past few years. It just does so many things right, and I can appreciate the directors, actors, and actresses' display in this movie. It's incredible. Weapons is about 17 children who all of a sudden vanish at 2:17 a.m. without a single viable trace. The movie takes place within a 5-day span and shows you the perspective of different people that are all still interconnected. And the way the story unfolds is so satisfying. It slowly pieces it together for you, but it doesn't make it overtly obvious, and I love that about it. It's a story that unfolds and makes sense slowly, instead of having a predictable plot. It's slow burn, and it actually has substance. And the way the film ended was gruesome. Definitely gruesome. The director made the ending ever so slightly ambiguous, and I can see why. It's the sort of movie that sticks with you after the credits roll, and for good reason. It keeps you talking about it, thinking about what truly happened. And when a movie gives you the answer and lets you figure it out on your own, it's a lot of fun. And the jump scares in this movie are really well placed, and at times rather humorous. It's not overdone like most horror films, and it doesn't rely on a long build-up before the jump scare, and it doesn't add overly loud noises for the jump scares either. The main antagonist, Aunt Gladys, is also incredibly well designed, visually and thematically. Her whole arc and what she does in the film is so fucked up to me, but it makes sense. It's grotesque, it's messed up, and the things she's capable of? Oh, Jesus. I think if you guys want a movie with a good spook, some scary moments, but with some added humor, I highly recommend that you give this a watch. It's worth it, especially when you're nice and cozy on a cold October night. Get some popcorn for this one. You'll definitely need it. Last one I want to talk about is Fear Street Prom Queen. This one is part of a series called, you guessed it, Fear Street. The main premise is a town called Shadyside. A lot of familial ties and death. Murdery, violent death. It's a slasher, supernatural sort of thing. This installment in the franchise, as you can guess, takes place at a high school prom in the year 1988. It has the typical ragtag group of 80s kids like the group of mean girls, the outcasts, the stoners, and the in-betweeners. Story-wise, it's very straightforward, and very to the point, and the plot's kind of predictable. But that's to be expected, especially from a movie that takes inspiration from other 80s slashers, and I'm pretty sure at one point it even references Carrie? The characters were kinda as you would expect in a slasher film. The main character's antagonist is incredibly two-dimensional, flat, sassy, and just a very annoyingly snobby bitch. She doesn't change at all throughout the entire movie, and she honestly made the movie less enjoyable. Not because her acting was bad, but just the character writing was a little stagnant and unchanging. Some of the main characters, though, were decent to writing. Nothing revolutionary, of course, but definitely not as flaccid as the antagonist of the main character. I'm not going to spoil it, but the plot twist in the movie was kind of predictable, and you could see it from a mile away. I caught myself rolling my eyes more times than I could count. It didn't color me impressed by any means. It didn't do anything awe-inspiring. It was just a formulaic slasher film, but that doesn't mean I think it was downright awful. Every horror movie has its audience, and if you're not looking for something to make you pee-pee poo-poo your pants, this could be it for you. I wouldn't consider it terrifying though, but it does its job of being a spooky Halloween slasher flick, as their previous entries have done. I'd recommend checking it out. Hell, maybe even the whole Fear Street franchise if you aren't into movies that are inherently scary. Anywho, to wrap this up, I figured I'd give you guys an overview of the films that I've watched that maybe will give you guys something to watch over the next few days leading up to Halloween. I'm sorry this isn't a super long video, but I wanted to show you guys that I'm still alive, and I'm certainly still trying. I want to create again because I remember how much fun I had making these things, whether it's skits or overly edited slop content. No matter what I made, I still had that youthful, joyous feeling making it that I still feel now. As I said in the beginning, I can't promise anything because I got a very busy life as of right now, so until things change, I can't promise anything. But I can promise you I'm still gonna create when I have the time. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you all being here to watch, to have me on the background, watch while you're doodling, streaming, whatever it may be. I really do appreciate it, guys. I love you guys a lot. And I think that's all for now. I'll see you guys soon. Take care now.